Alrighty, let's see. Do we have volume? I think we do. Alrighty. So, we're going to pick up our 1970 World Series game number 4. Apologize for the computer issue we had last night, but we're going to go ahead and pick this up. Decided to do things a little bit different, set up the screen a little bit different. So, you got our score sheet over here, obviously. Matchup up here or down here, depending on who's pitching and batting. In this case, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. We have a new pitcher coming in. Clay Carroll is coming in to pitch for the Cincinnati Reds. So first thing we need to do is check out and see with Memorial Stadium 1970 if Clay Carroll has a good outing, an exceptional outing. 1 to 18 will be exceptional. A good outing will be 21 to 28, and a normal outing 31 to 88. So let's give it a whirl and see how Clay Carroll does. As a 78 says, it's going to be normal setup. So 2-7 versus lefties, 2-9 versus right-handers. So he'll be facing off against Paul Blair here. I kind of color-coded things here for us a little bit. So any hit will be a yellow spot. Walks will be kind of an orange. And then I'll match up the pitchers with their starting batters. And then those, when you score a run, it'll be in bold. So that'll kind of let people that are joining later on kind of be able to gaze and try to figure out what had happened, and they can look and see. All right, so Paul Blair here got a single in the first, single in the third, scored both times. He's up against Clay Carroll here. And away we go here in the bottom of the 5th inning, nobody out. And we're getting a PB number of 7 against the right-hander, so it's going to be on Clay Carroll. 82, that's an out. I do have all my charts and everything up on the other screen. So now we just need to find out what kind of out. So they finally got Paul Blair out. Let's see what kind of out he is against the right-hander. He's an RN. That's a 42 RN. Actually, is it red then yellow for the red then yellow for the 8-siders, and blue, it's going to be dark blue then light blue for the 6-siders. Kind of separate them a little bit easier. So 42 RN 42. It's going to be liner to third L5. Oops, over here please, thank you. Let's go caps L5. That brings up Bog Powell. Bog Powell got a single in the first and fly to right in the third. So one away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 5th inning. What am I thinking? So it's an 11. 11 is special. We roll an 11. It's going to be a BD check. With no one on, though, we just resolve the play normally. So an 11 is going to be off of Bog Powell. A 55 against right-handers. 5 is going to be a walk. So walk to first. And I do want to color code that. So we know. Oh, take that off. Thank you. All right, he is a D stealer, not very good. So that brings up Frank Robinson. Frankie got a single last time up in the 3rd inning. Then flew out to center field in the 1st. So Frank Robinson versus Clay Carroll. That is a 5, so it's coming off of Clay Carroll against a right-hander. 26 against a right-hander. 2-6 is going to be a G6, just barely. Just barely. If it had been a left-hander, it would have been a single. Right-hander against Frank Robinson. 2-6 is going to be a G6. So the G6 with runner on at first base is going to be a 6-4-3 double play. 6-4-3, double play, 2 outs. That brings up Brooke Robinson. Nope, that's going to be the end of it. Forgot to put a star here. Star, what the heck? Star, please. Star, thank you. So there we go. So that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And we go into the top of the 6th. I kind of like our little setup here. Do like our little setup. A little bit better. Being able to see everything over here. And letting everybody see over here. So Jim Palmer, still going strong. He's only giving up 3 hits and a walk. So he would have 4 off of his 17. So he's still got 13 strength left. Plenty of strength. So he's up against Pete Rose here in the 6th inning. Pete Rose has got 2 fly balls into left field. And we got doubles, so we're going to check for an error. 10 is going to be off of Pete Rose's card of 51. 51 is a walk, so no error check needed. 51 is a walk for Pete Rose. So he's going to walk to first. We'll color code that as well. There we go. Pete Rose is only a C stealer. We're about average. Being down 3 runs, no sense in trying to push things too hard. See if they can get something going here in the 6th inning against Palmer. Hey, Al, Red Sox fan is listening to us at work. Shh. Don't tell anyone, though. Al, Red Sox doesn't want anybody to know. Here we are in the top of the 6th inning. Tony Perez is up. Tony Perez is a righty, so 4-7. It'll be off of Palmer's card. It is a 7. So it's coming off of Palmer's card. It's an 18, though. 18 is going to be a 1B9. 1B9. With runner on at first, Pete Rose is OBR of B. So it's a single to right field. Batter on at first, a single off the batter's card. He's a B runner, so 11 to 58. He can make it around to third base. Let's see if he does it. 11 to 58, and we rolled a 53. So sliding in just in time is Pete Rose. And, single. And going to third base is Pete Rose. And just like that, we have runners on the corners with no one out here. Have a meeting on the mound to figure out what they're going to do here. Palmer, now they got Johnny Bench up. Johnny Bench is lined to short, grounded to the catcher. No one out here, runners on the corners. They're going to leave Palmer in after a short meeting on the mound. He settles in, and the pitch. That's a 10, so it's coming off of Johnny Bench. 81 is going to be an out. 81 is going to be an out. Let's find out what kind of out it is for Johnny Bench. He's an RP against the right-handers. Runners on the corners. It's a 22. 22 is a G4. A G4 with runners on first and second are going to give you a 4-6-3 double play. Wait a minute. First, hang on a second. I was reading the wrong one. We have runners on first and third, not first and second. So first and third. Yes, it's a 4-6-3 double play, but the runner on third comes home. All right. So it is a 4-6-3 double play, 2 stars. But Pete Rose comes home on the hit. And we've got to make that bold now. So 2 outs as Johnny Bench hits into the 4-6-3 double play, clears the bases, but does drive in a run for Lee May, and that cuts the Baltimore lead to 3-1. And 2 outs now for Lee May. And Orioles are happy to give a double play, give up a run for 2 outs there. So an 8 against the right-hander is going to come off of Lee May. 71 is going to be an out. What kind of out is it? He's an RP. A 12 is going to be a back to the pitcher, a G1. And that is going to end the 6th inning for Cincinnati, but they do pick up, let's see, 1 hit and 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. So after 5.5 complete, it's now 3-1. And we have Brooks. Nope. We have, Brooks Robinson coming up. He didn't actually bat last time. So Brooks Robinson against Clay Carroll. And the windup in the pitch. Here it comes. That is a 6. So it's coming off of Carroll's card. 81's an out. Brooks Robinson is an RP. 51 RP. 51 is going to be G6 out. So G6. G6. And that brings up Elrod Hendricks here. Elrod Hendricks got a single in the second and a single in the third. 2 for 2 on the day. That's a 3. It's coming off of Clay Carroll. 26 against the lefty. 26 is going to be a single into right field. Another single for Elrod Hendricks. 3 for 3 on the day. And he's got a D steal rating, not very good. Brings up Davey Johnson, 2 fly balls into center field. And the windup in the pitch, here it comes. That's an 8 against the right-hander. That's going to come off of Clay Carroll. And a 14, though, that is going to be another into left field this time. 14, yeah, 14 goes into left field, 1B7. Let's check our base runners here. As Elrod Hendricks is a D runner and went into left field. So 11 to 18, he can make it to third. First to third on the play. Let's see. Here it comes. A roll to 41. Nope, just going to second base on the single. And going to second on the single. And Baltimore has something going here in the bottom of the 6th inning, trying to get that run back that Cincinnati got. So, Mark Bellinger, fly ball, left field, grounder to second. 0 for 2 on the day against Clay Carroll. Runners at first and second, 1 away. That's a 7, so it's coming off of Clay Carroll. 51 against the right-hander. 51 is going to be an out. What kind of out is it? He's an RN. RN of 18. That's going to be a G3 with runners on first and second. G3. So, what did we roll? He rolled a 18. I'm sorry. He rolled an 18, not a 15. He rolled an 18. 18 is an F3. That makes a big difference. An F3 isn't going to let anybody advance. So now there's 2-way for Jim Palmer. Do they pull Palmer and go with the pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 runners on? Palmer's day's about done anyways. Questions. Do you do it? Or do you leave him hit? Do you leave him hit and hope you can shut him out in the 7th inning? I think they're going to let him hit. They're going to let him hit. and we'll see what happens. All right, it's a 9 against the right-hander, so it's still off of Clay Carroll. 45 against the right-hander. It's going to be a strikeout. So Clay Carroll gets the strikeout. 2 hits, no runs, and no errors at the end of 6 complete, 3-1. And hopefully the choice to leave Palmer in is a good one. We'll find out, as Bernie Carbo is going to lead off the 7th inning for Cincinnati. Down by 2 runs here going into the top of the 7th. Palmer versus Bernie Carbo. That is an 8 against the left-hander, so it's going to come off of Carbo. 18 is going to be a single to start it off. Single. Oops. This one. Carbo is a C-plus stealer. He's going to stay put. Let Tommy Helms hit him over. Tommy Helms is flied into third base and grounded to third. So busy over there at third base. Brooks Robinson. Tommy Helms versus Jim Palmer. Gets the signs from Hendricks behind the plate. Here comes curveball. That is a 33, if I can pull it out. There we go. So it's a 7 against the right-hander. He's going to come off of Palmer. 33. It's going to be a strikeout. So Palmer with the big strikeout for the first out of the inning. That brings up Dave Concepcion. Walked in the 5th inning and flew out to center field in the 2nd. And that is an 11 with runners on. We're going to go to the BD chart. The BD chart of 38 says Dave Concepcion 1888's an out. So he hit into an out. What kind of out is it? He's an RN against right-handers. That is going to be a 65. There we go. 65 out RN. 65. It's going to be an F7. No one in advance on the play. That's two-way for Gary Nolan. I'm sorry. For I've got to fix that up a little bit. It looks like that's out of whack. Hang on just a sec. 1970 cards. Cincinnati game. Okay, I must have loaded it before, so that was Concepcion. So that brings up Don. No, it's not going to bring up Don Goet. I put the wrong player in there, so that brings up Clay Carroll. Does he stay in the game with the runner on, or do they pinch hit for him? Let's take a look at his. Who is it? Clay Carroll. There we go. Let's copy this into the right folder here. There we go. So he's either a strikeout or an out if it's off of his card. His only chance is coming off of Palmer's card. Do they leave him in? Do they leave him in? Let's try and shut him down in the 8th inning. Or 7th and 8th innings. With the runner on, though. Yeah, I think they're going to leave him in. They're going to leave him in. See if they can get something to happen here. We'll see. So it is a 5. So against the right-hander, it's coming off of Palmer's card 37. It's a strikeout. So that ends the inning as Clay Carroll can't get the job done. We have 1 hit, no runs. And we're going into the 7th inning stretch here. Still 3-1 Baltimore. Facing off against Clay Carroll will be Don Buford, Paul Blaird, and Bogue Powell in the bottom of the 7th inning. Don Buford's up first. Couple ground balls to first base. Scored on a single in the 3rd. All right, I think they'll let him roll and see what happens. So take me out to the ball game. Here we go. Hope everyone's stretching out there at work. So that's a 10. That's going to come off of Buford's card. It's a 47. 47 against the right-hander. 47. 47 is going to be a walk. So on base, Don Buford with the walk. To lead things off, he is a B stealer. Paul Blaird, 0 on hit and run. And his sacrifice is a BB. With no one else, Paul Blaird, 2 singles and a line out. So 2 for 3. Do they even bother? BB is above average, though. Well, the defense has to decide whether they're going to play in first, because that might matter. So if they play in, thinking they might bunt, they won't play in. They're going to stay back and play for the double play. So, because if they play in, then your sacrifice rating goes down by a thing. So BB rating, 3-1, bottom of 7th. They are going to sack. They're going to try and sack. So we're going to bring over the chart so you guys can see. So he's a BB. We'll just roll on the chart. BB. See what happens. So let's find out. That is an 82. That's probably not good. 82. Batter out. 2-4 sack. Or you can take the defensive option to try and get out the lead runner. So the defensive option is this chart here. Let's find out who's running. Buford's running. He's a B. So you'd roll on the B chart here. So 61 to 88, he's out. 21 to 58, he's safe with the hit. And safe with an error is 11 to 18. So they just take the out at first? I think they do, because the chances of getting the lead runner are 61 to 88. Not very good choices. There's modifier CD of 0. Okay, so we have to see. Let's see. He rolled. What did he roll? He rolled an 82. So it went to the catcher. So the catcher's modified CD rating. Let's see. That could be interesting because Johnny Bench, clutch defense rating is a 5. Clutch defense of 5 gives him an OBR of -2. So instead of a B, he actually go down to a D because Johnny Bench is fielding the ball. So that brings it to 41 to 88. It's a 50-50 shot of getting that lead runner out now. Or do you just take the for sure out and let the guy stay at second base? Johnny Bench needs to make a quick decision. What are we going to do? I think they're going to, nobody out. Johnny Bench picks it up. He throws it to second base. He's going to try and retire that runner. Let's see if he does it in time. 41-88. He's out. Does Johnny Bench throw him out in time? Here comes the slide and the quick tag. It is a 62. He's out. Johnny Bench with the big throw out at second base. Paul Blair does not drop a very good sack down. We got a fielder's choice. He went to first, and he's out at second base. Thrown out by Johnny Bench. Makes a good call there. Getting that lead runner out at second on the sack. That brings up Bog Powell against Clay Carroll. Walked his last time up, singled in the first, flying out to right in the third. Let's see if Bog Powell, runner on first, one away here. And it's going to be a 10-82. It's going to be an out. What kind of out is it? It's an LP against the right-hander. 65 on the out. Oops. Slide this back over here since you guys don't need to see it anymore. All right. What do we got? We roll 65, and he's an LP. 65 is an F7, so no advancement on the F7. That's two-way here for Frank Robinson. Baltimore had something rolling there, but Johnny Bench with the quick decision to get that runner out at second. All right, so that is a 7. That's coming off of Clay Carroll's card. 83, though, that's going to be another out. And this will end the inning. Frank Robinson is an RP 31. That's a ground ball down the third base line. Picking it up, Tony Perez throws it over to first. Gets him by a step. It's a G5. And that's going to end it. We did have a walk. And no hits. Oops, G5 and then a star. So that's 1, 2, 3 outs. So nothing going for Baltimore. They had something rolling in the beginning of the inning. That brings up the top of the order here. Actually, this should have been down here. Not there. Gary Nolan's no longer in. Clay Carroll is in. All right, so top of the order here for Jim Palmer. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's -8 to his stats, so he's still got plenty of strength. He's got 9 left. So away he pitches. This dice is going crazy. There he goes. So it's a 982. 90 is going to be off a Tolan, and 82 is obviously going to be an out. What kind of out is it? He is an LN 46. That's a GX5. Ground ball to third base. Making the scoop. Brooks Robinson guns it over to first. Good catch there by Bog Powell, and one away. That brings up Pete Rose. Walked. Got to third on the single by Perez, and then scored on the ground ball double play by Johnny Bench. Pete Rose looking to get things started here. That's doubles, so we're going to be checking for an error. 2 against the right-handed, so he'll be batting left, so it's off the left-hander. So it's coming off of Palmer's card. 31 is a strikeout. No error check needed on the strikeout. Strikeout of Pete Rose that time. Tony Perez. Tony. Singled last time up. That is a 7 against the right-hander, so it's coming off of Palmer. 37 is going to be a strikeout, so 2 strikeouts in the inning. And Jim Palmer's having a stellar day. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're going to the bottom of 8. Bottom of 8, Clay Carroll against Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson here. Clay Carroll, since he came in, has given up 2 walks, 2 singles, no runs. So it's -4. So he's got 3 left. So he can stay in. Actually, no, that's not true. So he came in the 5th inning. And then when relievers come in, they lose a point automatically every time they start an inning. So he would be down, he loses 1, 2, 3, 4 points. He started the 6th inning, which is 5 points. He started the 7th inning, which would be 6 points. He's only got 7. So if he starts the 8th inning, he would automatically be yes. So Clay Carroll's day is done. And we need to insert a new column here for a new pitcher. Clay Carroll is done. Clay Carroll is done. We're going to be bringing in Don Gullett. Don Gullett. Do we have his card? Don Gullett. There he is. So Don Gullett will be facing off against Brooks Robinson here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-1 Baltimore. So, oop, that's not what I want. I want this. We want up. Come on. Don Gullett came in the 8th inning. And he'll be facing off there. And we're going to change these guys' color to aqua. So they stand out. All right. So Don Gullett, wait, before we do anything, we need to check and see if he's going to have a good day, an exceptional day, or a normal day. Let's see. Yes, Clark Rotz, afternoon. Good afternoon to you. System is now okay. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-1. Cincinnati scored a run. We'll catch you up here in just a second as we're trying to determine. That's an 81. So he's having a normal day. So nothing unusual. His stats will stay the same. So Clay Carroll came in to pitch after all and didn't do much. Then in the top of the 6th inning, Pete Rose walked. He got to third base on Tony Perez's single, and then Johnny Bench hit into the 4-6-3 double play, but Pete Rose came home on it to score the run. Since then, you can see I kind of color-coded everything. So when a run is scored, it'll be in bold. Any hits are in yellow. Any walks are in orange. And then coloration matching the pitchers. Jim Palmer's gone the distance so far as we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. It could go for the complete game here. We'll see what happens. We got Brooks Robinson against Don Gullett. 3-1, bottom of 8. Here we go. That is double, so we'll be checking for an error. 8 against a right-hander is going to be off of Robinson. 26 is going to be a triple. So Brooks Robinson comes in and gets himself a triple into, that's going to be into center field. 3B8. So third base, we do have to check. Oops, I got a third base. We do have to check an error on the center fielder, who happens to be Bobby Tolan. His error rating is an E3. E3 means 11-34 is an error on the play. 11-34. Let's see. Could it be an inside the Parker? Let's see. Yep, it's an 85. So no error on the play. So Brooks Robinson comes in motoring around those bases. Gets all the way into then slides into third base. Safe. And with no one out here in the bottom of the 8th inning, the crowds erupted. They feel good about the game. We shall see, though. Elron Hendricks has had a big day. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. 3 for 3 for Hendricks. And he gunned down somebody from, no, that was Johnny Bench that gunned someone out trying to steal. Caught stealing. Wait a minute. Has Cincinnati anybody caught stealing? I don't think so, no. Okay, so, but 3 for 3 at the plate. Elron Hendricks is catching Palmer well today. Let's see what happens. That's going to be doubles again, so another error check. 6 against the left-hander. We'll have to remember he's a lefty. Don Gold is the lefty. That is a 6 against the left-hander. So 2 to 9. So it's going to come off a Gullet's card. 22. It's going to be a single into center. I'm sorry, right field. Single into right. Checking for an error on the right fielder. That is Pete Rose. He's got an error of 0, so no error check needed as he doesn't make any. But that is going to drive in the run as Elron Hendricks comes in and gets a single. And coming home on the play is Brooks Robinson trotting in. We'll make that bold. And right off the bat, 2 hits off of Don Gullett. 2 hits. That brings up Davy Johnson, runner on first. Runner on first, Davy Johnson, 1 for 3 with the single. That is going to be a 4 against the right-hander, so 2 to 7, so it's off a goal at 77. It's going to be an out. What kind of out is it? Against the lefty, he is an RN. As a 15 RN, that's an F2 with a runner on first. It's just a fly ball behind. Okay, so F2 behind the plate, going back, making the catch is Johnny Bench, 1 away. Runner stays at first. That brings up Mark Ballinger. He's 0 for 3 on the day. And the windup in the pitch, here it comes, and the dice are falling down. That's a 7 against a right-hander. So it's going to come off a goal at 82 is going to be an out. What kind of out is it? He's an RN against the left-handers. RN of 48. No, I'm sorry, 84. He is an RN 84 F9. F9 for the second out. And that brings up Jim Palmer, but Jim Palmer's day is going to be done here as they're going to be bringing in a pinch hitter for Jim Palmer. All right, so let's add someone in here. Who is coming in, my friends? I'll tell you who's coming in. Are you ready? Probably a right-hander because they got a better chance of it coming off of their card. So let's look at Terry Crowley. Is Terry Crowley for Baltimore? Let's look at Terry Crowley. Is he he's a lefty, so he would not come in. Let's look at someone else. Let's look at Merv Rettenmund. Merv Rettenmund, he's a righty. Yep, Merv Rettenmund is coming in. M-E-R-V. Merv Rettenmund. What size are these? 14, okay. Why is that so? Didn't change the size. Come on, change the size. Make it bold. There we go. Merv Renton Mund is coming in, and he's actually coming in the 8th inning here. There, that's fine. We won't need to stretch it out any farther than that, because he's just going to be pinch hitting. So Merv Rentenmund is coming in to face Don Gullett here with 2 outs. Runner on first. That happens to be Hendricks. Oh, wait a minute. No roll, no roll, no roll. We have to put all of our singles down this way. There we go. All right, so Merv Rentenmund, runner on at first, 2-way here, bottom of 8. And that is a 5, so it is going to come off a gullet, but it is a 13. 13, look at that. I guess we should have brought the lefty in, actually. Against right-handers, it's an 11 or 12. If we would have brought a lefty in, it would have been a hit, but 13 is going to be a G6. So Merv Rentenmund comes in, hits a little ground ball to short. Oops. Aerial 12. Let's go. Aerial 12, center, boom, there we go. So it's a little ground ball to, what did I say, short? Oh. G6, 6-star. And we got 2 hits. 2 hits, so they're up to 11. One big run, go back. One big run. It's now 4-1. Bottom of 9 here is, or I'm sorry, top of 9 is Jim Palmer's day is done. We need to now get in the closer, assuming we can find one. Let's copy that and paste it there. Here we go. All right, there we go. Want to be able to see it. There we go. All right, so we'll get rid of that. Let's find the hitter. I'm sorry, the pitcher for Baltimore. Let's see here. I think I had him all ready to go. There he is. No. Closer, Eddie Watt. There we go. All right, so Eddie Watt is coming in to try and close this game out for Baltimore and give them the first win of the series. Coming in is Eddie. Oh my gosh. Eddie Watt. Coming in the 9th. His first. Oh, nope. This one and this one. We'll color code them to be. Let's see here. Tan. That's fine. Tan. Tan's a nice color. I like tan. He'll be facing off against Johnny Baines, Lean May, and Bernie Carbo. They might pinch hit for Lean May, who's 0 for 3. I don't think they're going to be pinch hitting for Johnny Bench. They might, but I don't think they will. So we'll see. So, due up, Johnny Bench, 0 for 3 on the day. He's a righty. First thing we need to do is roll to find out if Eddie Watt's having a good day, a normal day, or an exceptional day. Let's see. Here at Memorial Stadium, 1970, 11-18, exceptional, 21-28, good day. 37 is just a normal day. So normal day for Eddie Watt. All right, Johnny Bench versus Eddie Watt here, top of the 9th inning. Even better. Here we go. They leave Bench in to hit. As a 9, 9 against the right-hander is going to come off of Johnny Bench. 68 against the right-hander is an out. Johnny Bench is out. Let's find out what kind of out it is. It is a 2-6. He is an RP. And he rolled a 26. It's an L4 liner. L4. Oops. L4. Right at the second baseman there. Davey Johnson reaches up with the glove, makes the catch on the hot ball, makes the play. Lee May is 0 for 3. First baseman. Let's see. Do we want to pinch hit for Lee May? Angel Bravo is already pinch hit. He's pretty slow too. Well, I think they're going to leave Lee May in there. I don't have much choice. I don't have too many good pinch hitters, but Lee May, we'll leave him in there. He does do okay against right-handers. Let's see how he does this time. Uh-oh, doubles, so that's going to be an error check. 8 against the right-hander, so it's coming off of Lee May. 14. 14 is a double. So we left Lee May in there, double into left field, coming around. That's going to be to second base, and we got to check. The left fielder is a E1. Let's see if he makes an error on the play. 11 to 16. 1-1 to 1-6. It's a 2-3. Nice low number, but not an error. And Clark Rod says, got a pinch hit for him. Righty versus righty, and May has no speed. I was thinking the same thing, but then he comes in and cranks out a double. Unbelievable. But they might be pinch running for him here with one away. Let's go to the cards for Cincinnati. Let's just see who they have. He's already in the game. Jimmy Stewart's an AA minus. Jimmy Stewart. What position is Lee May? Lee May is first base. Jimmy Stewart can actually play first base. So Jimmy Stewart's going to come in and pinch run with the he's an AA minus for steal. He's a B base runner. Still B is C. Let's see if we got any A runners first. B runners, B runner, C runner. There's an A runner. Ty Klein. Oh, and he doesn't bat very much, especially against left-handers. But he's an A. So Ty Klein, he's not in the game, right? No, he's not. Okay, good. So Lee May is giving up his spot here. Insert another column. Coming in to pinch run. Ty Klein. Pinch run. In the 9th inning. So Ty Klein, I'm just going to leave his card out in case we need to. Well, actually, I'll just put his info in. Oops, slide this over. That way I don't need his card. So he's going to pinch run. Pinch run. He's an A. He probably won't have a position because he's not going to stay in the game, so I don't need to worry about his CD rating or his error rating. So the only thing we need to care about is his A run rating. Okay. So Ty Klein is on at second base. Lee May comes back to the dugout, gets a big hand from um, his mates there. Yeah, shows what I know too. Yeah, I don't know. The only reason I left him in there because I didn't think they had much on the bench. And I think like in game one or game two, Lee May had actually hit pretty well. I'd have to go back and look, but I think he did pretty good. So, yeah. All right, so Ty Klein's in. That brings up Bernie Carbo, runner on second, one away here. 4-1, that run there in the bottom of the eighth inning is starting to look more and more impressive, more and more helpful. We would like to squeeze all this up on one sheet here. I'm just going to minimize the ribbon. There we go. So now we can see everything. There we go. All right. All right, so we have Eddie Watt giving up a hit. So we need to make that a hit. And now that brings up Bernie Carbo. Here we go. Bernie Carbo, lefty versus the right-hander Eddie Watt. Runner on second, one away here. The fast Ty Klein tries to get a jump. They could actually steal third. But he's only a no sense in doing that, risking getting yourself taken off the base. All right, let's see if Bernie Carbo can deliver. Here we go. Eddie Watt. That is a 5 against the left-hander. So a 5 does fall in Eddie Watt's range. A 46 is going to be a walk. So a walk for Bernie Carbo. And they got the tying run comes up to the plate, and Tommy Helms tying run comes up to the plate. Runners on first and second. They have a meeting out on the mound. Do they want to pinch hit for Tommy Helms? Tommy Helms is 0 for 3. He does have a nice stack, though. Anything 28 or less, or 31 or less. Assuming he can come off his card. Yep, they're going to leave him in there. Tommy Helms versus Eddie Watt. Mound visit for Eddie Watt, that is for sure. All right, here we go. One away. Runners on first, runner on second. They get the lead, and the windup in the pitch is doubled, so we're going to be checking for an error in 11. That's going to be bad if you are a Baltimore fan. Against the right-hander, 2-7. 11 does not fall in that range, so it's coming off a Tommy Helms card. It's an 11. That's going to be 1 BF, an infield single, actually, which is the best you could have hoped for Baltimore. Because on an infield single, you only advance if you're forced. So runners are going to be bases loaded. Bases loaded for Dave Concepcion. Tying run is on base, one away here. Defense is going to play back. They're going to give up the run, hopefully to get 2 outs and end this game right here, right now. Eddie Watt versus Dave Concepcion. Walked in the 5th inning. And there you go. Eddie Watt. He's got the eye of the tiger right now. He's trying to find the strike zone. He's not happy with the umpire. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Wind up in the pitch. Here it comes. That's a 7 against a right-hander, so it's coming off 81. 81, that's an out. That's going to be a big out. Let's find out what kind of out it is against right-hander. He is an RN. RN of 61. Right-handed normal 61 is going to be an F6. Fly ball at F6, so no runner advancements on the fly ball in the infield. And they're down to their last out. And now they've got to scour the bench to try and find someone that can hit. So once again, let's go through the lineup to see if we can find someone that's to come in. Daryl Cheney. He's not in the game. Daryl Cheney. Might be up to Daryl Cheney. I don't know how many more hitters we actually have. Concepcion, Gullet, Nolan, Halmick Ray. He's much better against lefties, though, than he is against right-handers. Jim McLaughlin. He's a pitcher. Jimmy Stewart. We looked at Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy Stewart's coming in. Jimmy Stewart is coming in to face off against Eddie Watt here. This could be it. This could be ball game. Or it could be a walk-off here. Jimmy Stewart's coming in the ninth. And we don't need that thing color-coded. So no fill for you. So Jimmy Stewart coming in right here. Bases loaded. Facing off against Eddie Watt, 2 away, and it's coming down. Every little boy's dream. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. Or in this case, it's the top of the 9th inning. And if they can get this run across, 1 hit will tie this ball game up. Let's see. Jimmy Stewart against Eddie Watt. The windup in the pitch. Can Cincinnati sweep? The few Cincinnati fans that are here in Memorial Stadium have got their brooms raised in the air as Jimmy Stewart walks to the plate. The windup in the pitch. Here it comes. And it is a 6 against Jimmy Stewart. He's going to bat left-handed. So 6 is off of Eddie Watt's card. It is a 47. 47 is going to walk. He walks in a run as Jimmy Stewart on the 3-2 pitch lets it go, and Eddie Watt walks him. Oops. And the game is not over as a run is going to score here. Let's see. You went to third and then home when we had a walk. I put it at first and second. We had an infield single that put him on third. And you went to second when I forgot to do that when we had the single by Tommy Helms. And now the walk forces in the run. You go to third base, and you go, my friend, to second base. And that brings up Jimmy Stewart. We're going to write down his Jimmy Stewart's base running is a B, just in case we need it. So big hit there as a walk is issued. Let's see, what are we doing? Walk, here we are. Give Jimmy Stewart a little bit of room there. All right, that brings up the top of the order. Oop, we can get rid of his card now. That brings up Bobby Tolan. Single to start off the game. He's 1 for 4, 2 away, and we have us a major game. Good question. Clark Ront wants to know, does Eddie Watts stay in the game? Let's see what he's given up so far. So Eddie Watt came in. He's given up 1 hit. This is a walk, so this should be color-coded. So he's given up a hit, a walk, a hit, a walk, and a run. I need to make that bold. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eddie Watt is only a 7. He can stay in. I mean, there's no, we don't have to take him out because he's got nothing left. If I'll make sure I'm adding this up right. So double, a walk, a single, a walk, and a run. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he's got 2 strength left. The question is, do you leave your closer out there to close this game out? The tying runs on second base at this point, and you got Bobby Tolan, a lefty, up there. Do you bring in a lefty to try and get out Tolan is the question. He's got a really decent card. So they're not going to pinch hit for him. He's got a pretty good card. So you want somebody that can come in and pinch lefty. So let's see what we got on her. Let's see Baltimore here. Let's see what we have. Let's look at what pitchers they have left. So they have Dave Leonard as right-hander. They have Dave McNally, a left-hander. I think they do it. I think they're going to bring in. I mean, it's do or die. You got to do something. If you lose this game, it's over. World Series gone. So I think Dave McNally, the lefty. Let's see if we have anyone else that can pinch for one dude. I don't know. I kind of like Dave McNally. I feel good about Dave McNally, actually. So Dave McNally's coming in. Oh my gosh, seriously, come on. Dave McNally is coming in the 9th inning as well. Yeah, there we go. So we'll color code this as Dave McNally is now facing off against Bobby Tolan. Dave McNally. No, you and you. Yeah, blue is fine. We'll do blue. Excuse me, guys. So Dave McNally's coming in the 9th. Here it is. We're going to slide his card over. No sense in putting all that stuff out there. As Dave McNally is coming in to face off against Bobby Tolan. Lefty versus lefty. They're hoping to get the matchup 4-7. First of all, we need to find out what kind of day he's having. We almost forgot. That would have been a bummer. All right, so let's find out. He can actually end up having better stats based upon the roll. Let's see. 11 to 18, he's having an exceptional day. 21 to 28, he's having a good day. He rolls a 15. Holy crap! A 15, Memorial Stadium, 1970, gives him a +2 rating to his 4-7 versus lefties. That could be huge. As Dave McNally comes in and is having an exceptional day. I will show you this in the rules here if I can pull them up. So a 4-7 goes to 2-7, and then it's going to go 2-8. Let's look at our I'll find them here for you guys in just a second, hopefully. Here they are. So here's your PB ratings from low to high. Right now he's on 4-7. So he goes up one range to 2 to 7, and then a second range 2 to 8. So he goes from a 4 to 7 to 2 to 8 because he definitely wants it to be off of his card. And that is huge. That one roll could make a big difference in whether Baltimore or Cincinnati wins this game. Here we go. Wow, that is exciting. Here we go. Dave McNally coming in has a really good warm-up session. Bobby Tolan steps up to the plate. He just has no fear in his eye as Dave McNally gets a sign from Elrod Hendricks. 2-2 count. Here we go. The windup and the pitch. Here it comes. Oh my gosh, it's a 6-6. That means, you know what that means? Oh my gosh. Wow. Unbelievable. The way to end the game. So here it is. It doesn't come down to pitcher or it doesn't come down to batter. It comes down to a CD check. So that means clutch defense. Somebody in the defense has got to make a play here. And we're going to find out who it is right now. Clutch defense. So you look at the hitter against left-handers. He's an LN against the left-hander. He's an LN. So we find out where the ball was hit. So we're going to look at LN. We're going to roll the dice to find out who is going to make this defensive play. This is it. Ball game right here. We'll find out. That's a 43. So the ball was hit to the shortstop. 41 to 48 on an LN. So the shortstop. So the shortstop for Baltimore is Mark Bellinger. He's an E3. So we're going to the clutch defensive chart for the shortstop. Here it is, shortstop, E3. He's right in the middle. We roll on the chart. We're going to find out what happens. Here we go. This is it. Ball game. If what, depending on an out or a hit, could be the ball game either way. Mark Bellinger's defense will determine if Baltimore stays in the series or not. Here it comes. The windup or the results is a 35 on column 3. 35 is 31 to 44. That says grounder drilled up the middle. Cut off 6-3 double play if runner on first or lead runner out trying to advance. So Mark Bellinger makes the play, throws it over to first base, get him by a step, diving stop, and the game is over on a G6. And Dave McNally comes in, gets that last out. And it's a ball game. That is going to be the 2 hits, 1 run. 1 run on 2 hits. And that was a 5, so it should be a 7, I believe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, easy to count them this way. And we have an X here. Oh, I can't do that. So we'll put a 0 there. There we go. So what a way to end the game as Mark Bellinger makes a diving stop in as the ball was headed to center field, gets to his feet, guns down Bobby Tolan as he's trying to drive to first base, beats him by a couple steps. Ball game over, 4-2 Baltimore. Woo, baby, what a game. Wow, that was exciting. So there is a game number 5. Game number 5 is going to be that will be tomorrow night, October 18th. I'm sorry, October 15th. This is October 14th. So it'll be tomorrow night, and it'll be in Baltimore. The home crowd team will come back and hope their fans support them again as they rally now 3-1 on a masterful pitching performance by Jim Palmer. And some clutch hitting, 11 hits and 4 runs. That run there in the bottom of the 8th inning was huge. It really let them play kind of loose in the top of the 9th inning, giving up a run for outs. Just give up as many runs as you can for an out. It doesn't matter. So here we are from Memorial Stadium. Thank you for joining us. We have, once again, the final score. Cincinnati Reds 2 on 7 hits, 1 error by Johnny Bench. Baltimore, 4 runs on 11 hits and no errors. We'll see you October 15th, 1970 for game number 5 of the 1970 World Series. Thanks everyone for stopping out tonight. Al, Red Sox fan, one of my favorite YouTubers. You should definitely check out his channel. And of course, Clark Rotz, who was right along here rooting one way or the other, enjoying watching the action. So thanks to them for showing up. If you guys are watching this on YouTube later, you should definitely subscribe. And we do lots of different things here on our channel. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Quite an interesting game. I'm glad I could bring it to you guys. We'll see you for game number 5 next time we live stream. Thanks guys for showing up. We'll see everyone soon. Take care. Have a great day.